So good to see you, man.
Always, man. Yeah.
I appreciate everything you've done ever since you've come onto the show, since season 4, and just to talk about this journey with the martial arts and being able to instruct with the fight coordination and along with Ken Barefield, the stunt coordinator.
Right.
How's that journey been for you, and now it's finally come to the close of season 6?
It's been a wild ride. Just from coming on from season 4, picking up what has been done in the previous seasons. It's a tall order to ask for, not just for the show, but for the fans, more importantly. Everybody like yourself who analyzes and picks apart the show, what we're doing, how we're doing it.
Appreciate it.
We want to make sure that we service you guys. We want to make sure that we hit those marks. So I take that stuff seriously, and I've always appreciated you guys' contact. I love your show first and foremost. So I'm a big fan of you just as much as you're a big fan of us.
I appreciate that, man. I really do.
But yeah, to answer your questions, every season we try to evolve, we try to get bigger and better. And basically the writers, they push us, man. They came up with the story that you guys are about to see in season 6. And it's probably the biggest tournament, if not the biggest tournament I've ever seen on film or television. I've never seen anything like this. No one's ever seen anything like this. So it's a fun challenge, and I think you guys are in for a really wild ride, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Zach and Leo were saying earlier on about the influences with their music and the score for season 6, right?
Yeah.
And they were teasing things like Bloodsport being a big influence. And one of my theories was Bloodsport going to be a big thing? So is there anything you can say without going to spoilers that will reflect on the way the Sekai Taikai is? I think I know you probably got.
Oh man, there's so many things I'm trying to say but not saying it right now. Yeah. But I think that let's just say iconic moments will be shown in this for sure.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
You do all the best. You watch everything growing up, right? This show's known for what? Throwbacks. That's what we all love. We love throwbacks. We love to watch, what we've seen growing up and implicated, especially with Johnny Lawrence's history and what he grew up on, because that's what the throwbacks lay in, right? So watching Best of the Best, watching Bloodsport, things that martial art films that I grew up doing, especially competing. So that's it really resonates at being home with me. So it's cool, man. I think the fans are gonna go nuts. You guys are gonna go nuts. I'm gonna go nuts. I read the scripts. We designed the fights. We're with the writers. We're with the actors, and I'm just a huge fan of the show as well. That's why I love it, man. So to me, it's a dream job. Really
if you had to pick a favorite fight from Cobra Kai, especially one that you were involved with, or since were on the show, what would you pick? Or if you could rank maybe out of 5.
It's how do you pick your favorite kid? You can't, man. You just love them all. You love them all equally the same. I think if anything, my biggest love is working with the cast and working with our stunt team and developing what we need to do for the fights, and then getting the satisfaction and praise from the writers of being they're happy with it, because ultimately they're the ones that have to sign off it. What we do always here is we do story-driven action. We want to make sure that the story is seen in the action. So the big 3 in the writers' room, we want to make sure that they're pleased with what we do, because we all ultimately know that it's going to hit the notes and make you guys happy, make you guys talk about it. So, yeah.
Right, and I'm always going crazy with the fights, and I think I'm allowed to say this, but having seen part 1, I can't wait for people to see, because it drops tonight at midnight, right?
Yeah. It does, yeah.
Yeah, so it drops. So when I post it, people would have seen it.
Okay, cool.
Just reflecting on, each part being individual in its own, like a mini season, as John said really well. How does that martial arts reflect? Does it really reflect each part individually with that? And would you say that was the formula that you went with when doing the martial arts for each part?
I think the martial arts, it's going to be kind of a long breakdown of it, but I'll try and make it as short as possible. We have our main cast, and with each one of our main casts, what I wanted to do is we cut a video from season 1 through 5, and this is your arc of work. Where do we go from here? So I had a conversation with a lot of the cast members about where is their art? What do you want to see? What are we going to do differently? What can we improve on? What did you telegraph before? And what can you go ahead and sit in the pocket with? So we did a lot of these things, and hopefully those nuances will show. I've seen a couple of the edits. I haven't seen the episodes yet. They show. And so I can't wait for you guys to check it out, have fun with it, and see what you guys think. But yeah, it was cool. I think everyone evolved. I think the cast looked fantastic. They look so great. They really do. They put a lot of work into it too, though, man. Yeah.
I just want to say I really appreciate all the work you've done with Cobra Kai, but it even extends to stuff outside of it. You worked on Daredevil season 3, and I'm a big Marvel fan. With this future after Cobra Kai, what else do you hope to see you working on? And obviously, it being martial arts being one of your things.
I think you and I both agree we'd probably like to see more Cobra Kai, whether that by me other breakaways,
spin-offs,
or that word. Yeah, that'd be great. So I think anything I do in that martial arts world, I love martial arts. It's what I love to do. It's what got me in this business. And you know, anytime I have an opportunity to do this, it's always a blessing. Yeah. So
awesome.
let's
Done.
go. Hey, you mind if we say something? Let me introduce this guy. Hey, Oscar, come over here. This is my instructor, Oscar Rivas.
Hey.
Good to meet you again, man.
He's the OG Johnny Lawrence. He's been my instructor since I was 8 years old. And yeah, seriously, he's the man who's helped me to become who I am today. So thank you. Appreciate that.
I love that.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that.
Very proud, very proud.
So cool.
All right.
Awesome.
So good
Cheers,
to see you,
man.
man.
Thank
All
you.
right?
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Good to see you with me. All right. Take care.